Oh, there she is, Brooke Shields. She uses Latisse, and you can get it here at Spa Medica with Dr. Stephen Mulholland. Her birthday's on the same day as mine, Dr. Mulholland.
I think you share gene code.
I think we do. She's a little older than me, though. Maybe a couple of years. She's looking fantastic.
It's very obvious.
Yeah. I'm going to... Thank you. We're going to put on these glasses here. Why are we putting on these glasses right now?
Well, what we're doing is tattoo removal. Tattoo removal has exploded. Think how many young kids you know that have ink all over their body.
Why do they do that?
I don't know, because they're 19, 20, 21.
They don't realize what's coming, and they'll probably want it removed later in life.
They wake up one day, they're working for city or the federal government, they realize, wow, that doesn't look so good anymore.
Yeah.
So tattoo removals become incredibly popular. Now, the problem is a lot of them are multicolored and difficult to remove. And so this, for example, if you see the before and afters there,
right here?
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Those are multicolored tattoo removals, yellow, green, red, orange.
Hard to remove.
In the old days, all we had was black tattoos. Now we have to have new lasers that deal with multiple colors.
And we can do it now.
We can now, hence the Revlite. We're looking here at the Revlite, which is the latest tattoo removal device. It deals with all colors that you could possibly get with a tattoo.
Okay, you know what? I want to talk about Gwen's tattoo, just because I'm interested. Tell me about this tattoo. What is that tattoo you want removed?
That's my husband's initials.
Okay.
But I'm having it removed so that I can...
Because you're not with him anymore?
I am still with him. But I'm going to have it removed.
People have to get that done. We all know that.
But replaced with something smaller.
Replaced with something smaller. Okay, but it seemed like a good thing at the time, but then you thought, no, I don't want this anymore.
Well, if you look at it, when you lift it up, it's actually crooked. If you lift
crooked.
it, turn it, it's kind of crooked.
Yeah.
It's on an angle.
There you go. So we're going to remove that for you. There you go, Dr. Mulholland.
And so this is one of the neatest things that you ever see on TV. There's a tattoo, and in about 15 seconds, it'll be gone.
All right.
Okay? So we simply line up our tattoo, which is set on black. And
It's gone! Are you kidding me?
Is that not one of the most amazing?
How many times do you have to get this done?
She might have to come in 3 times.
Oh my God, I'm freaking out right now.
Does it hurt? No. We've got a little bit of local freezing, and so it doesn't hurt. And
bye-bye tattoo.
And that's it.
There you go. And if somebody does have initials or the name of somebody that they were in love with and they're no longer with them, it's as easy to do. I know you're still with your husband. You love him, but...
when Bob becomes Dave, Dave and Bob can say goodbye to each other.
You don't have to kind of turn Bob into Dave, or you don't have to go out and find another Bob. You could actually just get it removed fast.
Right.
All right.
The other thing is that now that's black. We have different hand pieces, yellow, orange, red, green. We pluck them on, and the multicolors are gone as well.
Boom, like that, here at Spa Medica. Thank you so much. Continuing when we come back, taking a break from Breakfast Television. See you in a bit. It's gone.
It's City Line, and it's Makeover Madness. Think before you ink. If you've lived to regret that tattoo, there's now groundbreaking help with removal.
Tattoo removal is just the pain of freezing, okay? Other than the pain of realization you did something so stupid when you were young.
Coming up, want to get rid of that tattoo? We show you the process.
Dr. Steve Mulholland is joining us now because we are going to talk about something that is so prevalent. It's tattoos, okay? Great strides have been made in the field of tattoo removal. So when our own floor director, J.C. Chessel, decided to get rid of hers, we tracked her progress at Spa Medica.
I started getting tattoos when I was 16 years old. And at 16, of course, I thought I was making the best decisions for my life. 20 years later, I'm left with tattoos I neither want nor like in any way, and the fact that I can get them removed, that they're not a permanent part of my life, is fantastic. The tattoo on my arm is of the outline of a moon and a compass rose. On the leg, it is actually a lotus flower that's on fire, which makes that no sense if you know anything about lotus flowers. But at the time, hey, it was, you know, the best idea I had at 16.
Tattoo removal is one of the fastest growing segments of the cosmetic aesthetic market. Laser tattoo removal is the highly evolved science of removing selectively that tattoo pigment from our skin. We use a special kind of laser, the PicoSure in this case, to shatter the tattoo pigment into billions of grains of sand that our body easily removes naturally through our own immune defense systems. Well, laser tattoo removal has generally been marked by it works, but it would be once every 6 weeks, 8 to 16 treatments, 2 to 3 years to get 75 to 80% reduction. So it was maybe like one night, a bottle of Jack Daniels and $200 to get it on, and 2 years and $2,000 to get it off. Now we can offer patients 3 to 6 treatments. That means in 6 months, you can have 90% reduction of this tattoo. So most patients are excited to move forward, but they have to understand there's going to be some downtime where it's going to look crusty for about a week, like you fell off your bike when you were a kid, and don't pick it, just cover it. And then the scab comes off and you have new epithelium underneath, and you look at it and wow, the first time it's often 20, 25, 30% reduced. And then each treatment thereafter is between 10 and 15% reduced. After 3 to 6 treatments, you get your final result.
Pretty dramatic when you look at how much it went away. So Dr. Mulholland joins us now live in studio. Great work. Just to get a sense of how prevalent this whole getting inked up is, 1 in 5 U.S. and Canadian adults between 25 and 45 have tattoos. That's 50 million people.
It's pretty shocking. 50 million people. For the first time in recorded history, there's more women than men, so 69% are women now.
Well, it's become so mainstream. I mean, it used to be the thing that military men or soldiers did or sailors. And now it's, you know, 1 in 5 people, every 5th person walking down the street has a tattoo. So your business is going to go through the roof. Because, of course, people are going and getting tattoos and they might not be thinking about how they feel about that image, you know, 20 years later, right?
Yeah, you're making a permanent change in your skin. Mm-hmm. You're generally doing it when you're younger, and you think, you know, back when I was younger, we wore bell-bottoms and high heels and all went away.
Right.
The decisions now that young people make, this is a lifelong decision on your skin, usually doesn't work out. So there's a 30% regret factor within 1 week.
Oh, within a week?
Yeah, 30%.
Yeah, don't get your boyfriend's name on, don't do that. If you're 16, 17, 18, I don't know, even 35, don't get their name, okay? Tattooed on you. Let's talk a little bit about how that laser works, because you see it working in the video. Mm-hmm. What's happening there? Well,
the PicoSure is a very high-tech laser. It sends little bundles of energy, light energy, into the skin, bypassing the skin and shattering through a photoacoustic effect, the tattoo into tiny, tiny little particles your body can carry away.
Yeah.
The older generation of lasers didn't shatter them in quite so, maybe took the rock and turned it into pebbles. Now we turn to grain of sand. And so in the old days, it would take 16 treatments in 2 years to get 70% reduction. Now it's 6 treatments, 6 months for 90% reduction, and it's really transformed what we can do.
Do you think that the innovation is going to keep getting better and it'll be even quicker to get them removed?
Yeah, the industry is looking at different types of tattoo inks that do go away.
Yes.
And then the laser's only going to get better.
Right. Okay, very interesting. So before, it was really difficult to get the colors. So the reds and the oranges, that has also come a long way, hasn't it?
Yeah, so now the PicoSure uses targeted kinds of light, a certain wavelength for the reds and the oranges, which were traditionally very difficult. So you'd have a tattoo like a Rolling Stones tattoo, and all that's left is the tongue. Well, that doesn't look very good. And so now we can get rid of the reds and the oranges, the blacks, the greens, the yellows, and the blues by using different PicoSure wavelengths.
Okay, well, JC, our floor director, actually had a lot of color in her tattoo. So, JC, I got to ask you this for everyone that's thinking this at home. What hurts more? Did it hurt more getting them put on, or did it hurt more getting them taken off? What do you think?
Definitely getting them removed hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a baby with it. I don't know why I got tattoos. They hurt me to begin with, but definitely getting it removed was a lot worse.
You know what? You're not a baby at all, because she would come into the office after her tattoo removal and we would look at it and we'd be like, oh my God, does it hurt? Because it does, it goes to that, you know, it turns into that scab thing. But then it completely goes away, which is so incredible. I think there are a lot of people that are going to be taking you up on this. Let's talk a bit about price.
Sure. Well, first, with the pain, we always use a little bit of local anesthesia. So let's say you go into a dental office. You would never want a root canal without freezing.
Right.
So you would never get your big tattoo removal without a little bit of freezing. So the freezing hurts a little bit, and then JC would confirm this, is painless. Once the freezing's in, there's no pain.
So it's the freezing that hurts.
Yeah, so you just have to put a little bit of freezing. We're very good at that now. And so tattoo removal is just the pain of freezing, okay? Other than the pain of realization you did something so stupid when you were young. And then the next is cost. Because we've gone from 16 treatments to 6 treatments, it's a fraction of what it used to cost. And so depending, let's say the average tattoo that we see is the size of the palm of your hand or smaller, that would cost $300-400 times 6 treatments. So it's still expensive, but it's a fraction of what it used to cost. And we can usually get 90% plus removal. So, you know, you can really remove all evidence and trace of what you had put on your skin. We can also treat darker skin now.
Yeah, so let's talk about this, because there used to be some difficulty treating different skin colors. So black skin, if you want to get a black tattoo on black skin or a colored tattoo on black skin, you can get it removed.
Yeah, so Asian, Hispanic, Caribbean skin, we now again have different picosure wavelengths, just like hair removal. Remember, we've done shows where when you have dark skin, you didn't have to be able to do hair removal before, but now we can do hair removal on light skin and dark skin. We can do tattoo removal on dark skin and light skin with different wavelengths of light.
That is very cool. And it's not any more difficult?
It's a little trickier on darker skin, but generally the tattoos tend to be dark on dark rather than, you know, the bright reds and yellows and greens. So the tattoos get easier even though the skin is darker.
Okay. The moral of the story, think very carefully before you get that ink, but if you do get the boyfriend's name, just go to Dr. Mulholland, okay?
Yeah.
He'll take care of it.
Or make sure your relationship lasts more than 6 months.
There you go. That's what you have to do. Steve has actually brought down a Spa Medica goodie bag for everyone in today's audience. That's awesome. I'm going to tell you what you're getting. You're going to take home a TNS Lip Plumper skincare products, a gift certificate, and a cosmetic bag. Thank you so much for that, Steve, and thanks, JC. Let's go to break. More coming up. Stay with us. Very interesting.